Meanwhile, France's Overseas Territories Minister, SEBASTIEN LECORNU, arrived in Guadeloupe Sunday. His trip there coming after 10 days of increasingly tense protests over restrictions and mandatory vaccinations for COVID-19. LECORNU is expected to meet with local officials and union representatives while he's there. He says the French government's prepared to discuss giving the islands some degree of self-government, though he has denied that could lead to them altogether splitting from France. Aaron Ogunkeye has the details.
What began as protests against coronavirus restrictions continue to snowball in France's overseas territories of Guadeloupe and Martinique. Vaccination requirements were just a match to the powder keg of long-standing tensions. Demonstrators are also speaking out against explosive inequality, poor public services, and perceived neglect from the French mainland. Ills some say only greater autonomy will cure.
Nous constatons, nous le peuple, et même les élus, que nous n'avons pas la main en Guadeloupe en termes de décision. Maintenant, il faudrait qu'il y ait une pédagogie pour le peuple guadeloupéen, le peuple lambda, le guadeloupéen lambda, pour qu'il puisse comprendre qu'est-ce que ça veut dire l'autonomie.
While the Overseas Territories Minister has expressed willingness to discuss greater autonomy, he insisted vaccination requirements for health workers will not be scrapped. And ahead of discussions with union delegates, Sébastien LECORNU rejected calls to free demonstrators detained for violence.
La main est tendue, néanmoins ça reste une main de fermeté. J'accepterai de dialoguer avec ces personnes demain, je le dis, mais je leur dirai aussi droit dans les yeux qu'ils doivent condamner les violences d'où qu'elles viennent.
The minister will travel to Martinique on Tuesday, where union leaders remain largely skeptical of his openness to sincere dialogue.
L'arrivée de M. LECORNU doit correspondre à aussi l'affirmation d'une volonté d'apporter des réponses concrètes aux problèmes que nous posons. Les visites de courtoisie, les visites à la va-vite dans nos pays ne servent à rien.
Meanwhile, mainland and local officials have already drafted an agreement with hopes of ending the crisis. The text sets a date for 7 thematic working groups focused on themes like health and the rising cost of living on the islands, though concrete measures many are expecting have yet to emerge.
Negotiators from 6